Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to dye up a couple of discs that already belong in my bag. So we've got some white ones. I've got a Hades and a Zeus, both ESP plastic. I believe they're both 172. We're going to dye them up to complement each other. We're going to use the shaving cream method. So I have the foamy Gillette, and I've got a bunch of powdered Pro Chemical dyes. So far, my best dyes have come from this method, and might as well get the two discs that belong in my bag looking good with what I see as my best dyeing method so far. I've also got some Q-tips to sprinkle the powder onto the shaving cream, and I use just some playing cards that I get at a local casino to spread my shaving cream around. So all I'm going to do is go and take these discs, clean them off real well. We'll build those beds individually. We'll put them in there, and heck, let's do a competition. See which ones you like the best. Vote for the winner at the end. As always, like, subscribe, comment, share. Do all the things that YouTube likes you to do, and let's see which one of these two discs come out the best. Alrighty, so we just got back, cleaned both discs. So we have the Hades and the Zeus. The light is a little bit different now because I stayed in the house and had a little bit of breakfast before coming back out. So we need to decide which one we want to do first. I think we're going to start with the Hades because I have a better idea as what I want to do for colors on that. So we'll go with the Hades first. Zeus will do your thing here in just a minute. But there we go. There's the Hades clear white palette. I think we want to do a little bit of onyx, just a little bit of black. I want some neon royal purple. I would like a little bit of blue. And then I think we need some fire as well. So we've got some flame scarlet and some dandelion to put on one side of the disc itself. So yeah, we're going to start with those. We'll work our way out. I think we're still going to do the spiral that we've been doing just to see how it goes, and I don't know what these will look like. I've never done more than 2 colors at a time on this, but I am stoked to see what happens. I've got some gloves, get that shaving cream going, and then we'll start sprinkling some powders.
Good, yes, good for you.
Open up our dyes. Got our dandelion and our flame scarlet. I would like flames on this thing, so we're going to start with these two. I like to fluff my Q-tip just a little bit, just so I have a little bit more surface area to work with. I'm going to start with the flame scarlet there, and this one came out as much more powdery than what I had anticipated when I bought it. I don't know why this one's powdery, but this is the only one out of all of the dyes that I got that was real powdery. And I'm just going over this bottom part over here, and it should just touch the edge of the disc on this red, which is good because I want it to feel like the fires of Hades, really, as you see it on the disc. So it doesn't take a lot. We're going to move over to our yellow, and we're going to go around that. So that's going to create some yellows and oranges in the dye pattern, which is also what I'm looking for. And I'm going to come almost to midline with this. I don't want to go all the way to midline, but I'm going to come almost to midline. And then it's going to be mostly a dark disc as far as the color palette goes. And I'm just running across the top there. Red is already getting hydrated and looking good. I do want a little bit of that yellow mixed in with that red, so it should create some oranges, get kind of that flame look that we were wanting. Now, It doesn't match in the color wheel, but I don't want any greens in this. So I'm going to go with purple, blue, and onyx next. So purple and blue are going to be my main upper colors there. There's the yellow. I think that's plenty. It's going to start hydrating as well. Put a little bit more up here on the top. It's going to start hydrating as well and mixing into that shaving cream. All right, that is it. This is going to be the Hades. We washed it all off. I don't think there's any shaving cream. Oh, there's a little shaving cream. Let's get that off of there. Drop that Hades in, and we're going to spin it just a little bit as it lands. Not a lot of it, just a little bit. So we're going down on it. We'll set her on and start to spin. I'm only going to spin a little. And make sure we've got cream coming out all sides, and we do. There it is. That's the Hades. We're going to let that set. It's not going to be a full 24 hours like I normally would. It's just going to be till later this evening. Probably going to have a little bit of white on the outside. Again, I'm cool with that. I like the little extra bit of white. Press it in even a little bit more to get rid of a little bit more of that. And hopefully, if all goes according to plan, we'll be able to use this tomorrow. Get that Hades out of the way, and let's go over to the Zeus. All right, for Zeus, I think we're going to do things a little different. I don't need any black for the Zeus. I think we're going to go with some orange and yellow in the middle. I'll get rid of these Q-tips as well, and we'll start from scratch. So I think we'll go with some orange and yellow in the middle, and then we'll work our way out. I think just purple even, maybe purple and a little bit of blue towards the outside, and then we'll get that same swirl, but we'll go orange, yellow, purple, and then blue. I like that. So let's actually just start with the outside this time, since we already have our blue open. We're going to do outside blue. Ooh, that was a big old clump. I didn't mean for that big old clump, but we had a big old clump on the side. Maybe it'll turn into something cool. Fun thing about this is I don't know how they're going to turn out until they come out, so that's fine with me right there. Blues on the side. I do try and avoid those big clumps like that, especially on top. I try and shake out my Q-tip before it gets to that point. But there's the blue. We can get rid of that one because we're not going to use it anymore. We'll go purple right along the inside of that. As always, the worst case scenario on both of these discs is I don't like them and I don't use them. I give them away. Somebody will end up using and liking this disc one way or the other. There's the bed. I've got some separation, so let's get that Zeus in there right now. Zeus, going in, set it on. Give it a little twist and drop down. Make sure I've got color coming out. 360. Get our dies out of the way. There's the Zeus. there's the Hades. Challenge has begun. Like, comment, subscribe, share, do all the things that YouTube likes you to do. We'll pull these out tonight, see what they look like. Until then, yeah, they're just going to sit there and see what happens. All right, here's where we're at. The Hades and the Zeus have been in the shaving cream dye beds all day long. Let's pull them out and see what we get, huh? Start with the Hades. And we'll wipe some of this junk off of there, and there, and there, and there. So there is pre-wash on the Hades. We'll go wash that guy off and see what she looks like. And then the Zeus, same deal. And I think it's actually probably pretty similar in ways to the Hades. So let's wash them off, see what they look like. There we go. They came out similar colors, which I wasn't hoping for, but that was probably just the way that I dyed them. One of them came out far better than the other. This one here. So let's see which is which. This is the good one. The winner is, the Zeus. The Zeus definitely came out better than the Hades. I will still throw them both tomorrow in the tournament even. They should fly pretty well. This one we may just try and do some sort of cell dye on top of it and see what happens with that. Worst case scenario, it can't get any worse. I do like this one though. I like the pattern. Dig it. Thanks for watching. If you like it, you got some ideas, you have some tips and tricks, go ahead and post those in the comments for me. Otherwise, like, subscribe, share, comment, do all the things that YouTube likes you to do, and we'll see you on the next one.